opportunity to play finals, you know, tomorrow. So both teams definitely looking to go home with silverware. It's just a matter of who is having the winning spirit and who is going to actually be victorious today. Both teams coming out here with a lot of power and with a lot of ambition, you know, wanting those the silver, the bronze medal today.
As you can see there, Botswana losing against Zambia by 5 goals to 0. That was yesterday, and Namibia falling short by 1 goal, that of South Africa. And now it is Zambia versus South Africa here in the final. The final will take place tomorrow, that is on Sunday, the 13th of July at the stadium here, Unam Stadium. Kickoff will be at 11 o'clock, and then we will have, for the third place playoff, it is Botswana versus Namibia after these two teams losing yesterday. I mean, watching Namibia yesterday losing against South Africa, I mean, they played their heart out. Unfortunately, couldn't just get that equalizer, perhaps to force, you know, penalty shootout.
Yes, the Namibian side definitely brought a lot of fight to the game yesterday. It is unfortunate, but football is a game of mistakes. You make a mistake, you concede off of that mistake, and you lose out on an opportunity. You know, it's just a matter of learning and growing. They have another chance to get silverware today. Hopefully, they have their A game once again.
And Botswana losing against Namibia. Moving on to the semi-finals where they lost against Zambia 5-0. I mean, 2 losses in a row for Botswana here in this tournament, and now facing another team that they lost against.
I think Botswana came very strong into this competition. I think it's a pity that they lost 5-0 yesterday. Also another side that always brings their fighting spirit to the game. Also another side that is very exciting to watch. So I'm excited to see what they have in store for Namibia today, considering the fact that they lost to Namibia in the group stages. You know, this is a clean slate again. It's another opportunity to prove themselves, and hopefully they can bring their A game to the Namibian side and give us a good display of football today.
As you can see, the 2 flags of the respective nations here, just signaling that these 2 teams will be out very soon to give us some perhaps say beautiful football here at the Unam Stadium. Wherever you are watching from, you are indeed welcome, as we welcome you for this live broadcast. There it is, Barry, the COSAFA flag, and the melodies there showing, or rather signaling the start of this match here. The 2 teams coming out of that tunnel, and we will have the national anthems shortly for these respective countries. There it is. I mean, looking at the pitch conditions there, Lydiana, would you say it is a pitch that would really host, you know, these kind of matches?
I think we are doing well with what is available. And I think from the fields or the pitches that are available, this is one of the best ones. And I'm sure that it is safe for the players to play on.
Oh yes, as we rise now for the national anthem of the respective nations.
And now the national anthem of Namibia.
And that was the national anthem of the two nations there, as the two sets of players are greeting each other, including the referees. I mean, your take on this match here, Lydiana? I mean, both teams losing yesterday, coming into this one, looking at perhaps collecting some silverware. But then, before going to that, let's perhaps look at that starting lineup, as Botswana has only made one change. One change here, where we have Temo Malate, the number 12, coming in for Kiotepile Junior Chiseti. As you can see there, Tracy Bolai, the coach of Botswana. As you can see there, the substitutes, ladies on the bench this time around. Kisete, that is the number 11, coming back here to the bench. That's how Botswana is going to line up this afternoon. As you can see there, the referees, match officials for this match: Lynette Moyo, we have Nokubonga Dlamini from South Africa, Martha Nemasango from Zimbabwe, and Jabulilo Ngambi from Swaziland. Eswatini, yes. But yes, as you can see, the two captains there with the match officials, just to make those formalities as to who will be taking the ball and then who will be taking the field this afternoon. So quickly, just looking at the starting lineup of Namibia as well, making only one change here, and we have that is the number 18, Delani Job, coming in there for Eunice Mafuta. And then Errol Ernst Tamasep, that is the coach of the Namibian side here, sending these 11 players. And the substitutes there, as you can see, the number 14, Eunice Mafuta, coming back on to the bench. I mean, your take on this match, really, Lydiana? Two teams that lost yesterday will be looking at not collecting. It is about taking the silver here.
Yes, it goes to show that yesterday's matches for both of the sides should be water under the bridge. They lost out on an opportunity to play finals, but it is not over for them. They still have an opportunity to play for bronze today, and I think both teams should be willing to give their all, because it's their last encounter in this tournament for this year. They should be proud of themselves for coming this far in this competition, and I'm excited to see what each side has to bring to the table today. A very exciting lineup here and matchup that we are about to see at Toro.
Remota Tingla Mabani Elesi sa Puranyo Yameno, Fale Fatela, Botswana Balatekelo Katlanongle, Zambia. Today is the day to take that revenge, isn't it? Against Namibia.
Yes, that is what they will be hoping to do today. Cause a major upset on home ground.
And it is game on here for these two nations. They have created that rivalry between themselves. From the Zebras to the Brave Warriors, and the women's national team as well, the senior national team, to the juniors now. I mean, the rivalry has been created, as you can see there. Namibia with an early throw in there for Namibia. I mean, technical changes. Any of that you have perhaps noticed?
The only change that I have noticed is that Hope, the number 14 of Botswana, is moving in as a right winger in this match. You know, in the last matchup, in the last two matchups, she started as a defender, but now you can see, and then she would advance in an attacking position as the game advances. But today, the coach decided to put her up front from the start, a very exciting player to watch when she's in attack. So I think a great call from the coach there and the technical team.
And the captain there, Nancy Buipelo Lebang, will be looking at steering, you know, her teammates with this team here in terms of perhaps, you know, getting those scores or goals rather. And as you can see there, Botswana coming from the group stages there by beating Zimbabwe by 2-1. That was their first match, and then going against Malawi, Botswana won that match by 1-0, and losing there against Namibia in that match by 2-1, or rather 2-1, and then again losing against Zambia. That was yesterday by 5-0. On the other hand, we have Namibia, their first match here winning, or rather playing to a goalless draw against Malawi, and then going on to win against Zimbabwe by 1-0, a goal that was scored by Unteditse Tukwane. And then Botswana against, Namibia against Botswana again. The Unteditse Tukwane again getting on the score sheet there with Namibia again losing against South Africa by a solitary goal. That was yesterday in the semi-finals, and are now here to play for the bronze medal. I mean, it is something to write home about, isn't it? I mean, winning a bronze here in this tournament.
Yes, an exciting time for both teams, considering how far they've come in the competition. Really put out a fight in the group stages for both of the sides, and they have another opportunity once again to, you know, fight for silverware. And I think it's a great opportunity for both sides to just display great football and do the best that they can to try and take away for Botswana, take home bronze, or Namibia to make sure that the bronze stays in Namibia.
And now Botswana on the attack. What as the referee says, it is a free kick there for Botswana. Perhaps a chance here to take, rather to shoot it from that position. We have seen, is it Lesotho, Hope Kelecho, the lady that would obviously take that one. And we have seen and witnessed her powerful shots. That is the number 14 for Botswana, Bamita Hope Kelecho Lesotho. 3-lady wall, rather 4. Is it 4 or 3? Is that wall going to do its job? We are not so sure. And now Botswana here taking a shot over the crossbar. Just. But I think the goalkeeper had it there, isn't it?
Yes, I think the goalkeeper was in a great position there, but I think the height of the ball was a little too overcooked. If she would have dropped it a bit and gone for one of the corners, I doubt the goalkeeper would have gotten that. Tunga would definitely have struggled with that ball.
Oh yes, from what I have seen yesterday, the goalkeeper of Namibia, that is Dueteko, has been a bit shaky yesterday with conceding that ball out of the box against South Africa. I mean, it was hard for the Namibian supporters to really witness that kind of goal against their team. But for now, I throw in again here for Namibia with Haukongo. Could be an opportunity there for Lebang. He is a bit in a hurry there. Didn't even think of perhaps controlling that one. As we are 5 minutes into the first half of this match, and we have Botswana 0, Namibia 0. Look at that free kick there. Beautiful one, isn't it?
I think it was a beautiful one, just a bit too high. If she would have dropped it a bit, I think she was looking at an opportunity for a rebounder, at least, where a teammate could at least tap it into the back of the net.
These two teams, they really know each other very well, having to play twice in this tournament, meeting each other twice. You would obviously know how your opponents would be playing. You would have an idea as to how they will be coming up for you. Now, Nancy Lebang, and it is a foul there for Namibia. However, a little bit far from the goal post, as Lebang, there she is, the young lady, the captain of Namibia. And we have Kaeshavi taking that free kick. Look at that kick there, goalkeeper coming out and having no problem with getting to that one. That is Wame Chakaliza. Chakaliza, the goalkeeper of Botswana, letting past 5 goals yesterday against Zambia. The favorites in this tournament, isn't it?
Yes, the Zambian side definitely brought their A game yesterday. It was an absolute, performance, a stellar performance from the Zambian side. That is, they play like a well-oiled machine. The Zambian side is so trained. So the scoreline definitely a true reflection of how the game went. And I think Zambia never underperforms when it comes to an opportunity to showcase themselves. And that is just what they did yesterday against the Botswana side. It's a shame that they had to suffer at the hands of Zambia yesterday.
Shirley Temo Tekonyani, the player that is currently down, as the referee has called in the medics to give her attention.
Just look at that replay.
Yo.
Ooh, that looks very painful.
Yes, that's a dangerous play. Not so sure if the referee has perhaps issued a cut there, but not so sure. Didn't see that.
I don't think it warrants for a yellow card. It shows it was unintentional and definitely not the boot to her, and it was her back side instead of the boot. If it was the boot, we were looking at a definite yellow card offense there.
And remember, this is the Region 5 Youth Games that are currently underway here in the capital city of Namibia, Windhoek. Some other games as well going on at, in Swakopmund. And another free kick here for Botswana. What are they going to make of this one? It is, however, a bit far, but it could be troublesome as the goalkeeper comes out. That is Diweteko.
I think that's a great free kick take there by Lotang, just trying to get it in between the defense and the goalkeeper. You want to cause uncertainty, and that is just what the aim was there, and she did a great job getting in that ball between the defense and the goalkeeper. I think Tunga just read that ball and was able to intercept that ball, but a great free kick there by Lotang.
And was actually impressed yesterday by a certain lady here from Namibia. She's at number 7, Tamara Hangula, had a great match yesterday, connecting well with Lebang. And we will see what she will come up with this time around. Another free kick there for Botswana. Another one in a space of 1 minute.
Yes, and in a great position. Unnecessary free kick there by Chapaka. You don't want to consider free kick in a position like that, especially when you have silverware to play for. This is not group stages. A loss today means you are not getting any silverware. And I think a great opportunity for Botswana. Just look at that replay there. Ooh.
Just came in her way, isn't it?
Yeah. I think a great opportunity for Botswana is just a matter of capitalizing on this opportunity. They should be able to deal with it. Lesotho Hope always coming to those free kicks. I think she's the woman they look for when it comes to free kicks, and she does not disappoint at all.
Lesotho Kelecho. Look at that chip in. Look at that. Very nice one. making that dummy there, leaving some 3 players of Namibia.
The
Just
entire
that-
wall.
Yes, imagine. And then only to make a mess out of that one.
I think lacked a bit of composure there when she took that final shot. Once again, the final decision making coming into play where, you know, they are so poor at that final decision making, that final pass, that final action, always failing them.
And 10, 11 minutes now played into the first half of this match. Botswana 0, Namibia 0, as that is a free kick for Namibia. Look at that young face there.
Just look at that replay. Great idea, but unfortunately her final touch, you know, that final shot
Yes.
off target. But great confidence out there.
Another free kick there. Look at Tokwane running very hard. The number 13 from Omaheke, all the way from Chaka. Small settlement, some 60 kilometers southwards Khubabas. And my father used to play for Medai Chiefs as well in Diego Maritani. Look at that, there she is. And it is a foul there for Namibia. Another chance here to perhaps pull one ahead. Another free kick there, and I see Libang as well. Also coming from Chaka, 2 players from Chaka, from one settlement.
Just look at that replay. Yeah, definitely a foul there.
And now, Namibia, what are they going to do out of, or rather make out of this one? Look at that, nice chip in, and
Lovely
nearly,
save.
it was nearly there.
Yeah, the absolute, you know, thriller there, but Chakalisa once again coming to the save, the rescue for her team. You know, it's since the group stage match that they faced each other, Chakalisa has been performing. I think she just knows the Namibian side so well. She anticipates those balls properly. A great interception there, great presence right there. You know, that is what we want to see from a goalkeeper. What an absolute save!
Exceptional, isn't it? And as Namibia again clear there from behind. Now could be a good one. Okakesa. Tamara. Nice one. Look at that.
Hey.
Couldn't succeed in getting that one. And now goalkeeper coming out really doing fine. Being very vocal there and claiming that one confidentially. I mean, confidently, isn't it?
Yes, I think they really grew into the competition. They struggled with communication. They had a barrier with communication between the defense and the goalkeeper. But I think the Namibian side really worked on that, and it shows today in this matchup.
Botswana playing those 1-2s. Starting handball. Good clearance there by Chipaka. Good clearance by Chipaka. And another throw in here for Botswana. Remember, you can watch this match on various platforms, including the COSAFA YouTube channel. And we have another live on NBC 1 or 2, NBC Plus as well, and FIFA Plus as well. I mean, for daily reps, we have the COSAFA website, where you can perhaps visit the website and check the daily wrap-ups. And on different social platforms, that is X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Just look at that
as well
replay
as,
of that free kick we had there.
Yes.
Lovely save there by Chakalisa. Lovely ball in by Nancy. You know, Tokwane misses the seat and Chakalisa just grabs that opportunity. Great presence as a goalkeeper. That is what we want to see. Exceptional save there.
Exceptional save indeed from Chakalisa. But I mean, have you noticed that Lebang today is not making those runs? Might be, you know, tiredness from yesterday's match.
I think she also struggled a bit
Yes, we know
yesterday.
her from taking those balls from the center line, running very hard with those balls, but we haven't seen that here today.
I think maybe it has to do with fatigue. Last time she played in a competition of this caliber, they were out in the group stages, and now she's playing 2 days, you know, without resting. So it could go to show that maybe she's a bit unfit, or it's just fatigue that's, you know, kicking in.
The tournament has taken its toll on the players as well.
And that is why squad depth is very important when you come to a tournament. You want to be able to replace players and know that they are still going to deliver when they do come into the field, so that you can rest certain players. But when you don't have the squad depth, unfortunately you have to play the same players, and it definitely takes a toll on the players in later stages of the competitions.
Now Botswana, here comes Botswana. Really trying to string those passes, but it is, however, a bit difficult in that middle of the pitch. Another throw in here for Namibia. Another opportunity here for Botswana. Really wasting that one, isn't it?
Yeah, a great chance she had there. You know, she should have looked up and she would have known when to where to place that ball. I think opportunities like that are very rare, especially when you have something to play for. Those are opportunities that should be taken and, you know, should have been in the back of the net.
And now Botswana in the middle of the park there, trying to play those 1-2s. Now Lebang. Tamara, Lebang again. Those two can connect very well. But I think Botswana has a plan there for Lebang, not giving her much space there to run. Now,
Oh, lovely.
was nearly there. Another flick, only for the goalkeeper to pick that one up. And another clearance, not out of the woods here. Will that through pass come in, trying to locate Lebang there, but couldn't. This young number 10 here from Botswana that is really displaying good football here on the right hand, on the right side hand of the right position. Look at that giveaway. And Lebogang Dilelo being the number 10 there. She has so far really displayed some good football.
And that is what we expect to see, especially when a player is wearing the jersey number 10. That is the player, that is the outlet. She's the player that is supposed to, you know, ask questions on behalf of her team, and that is just what Dilelo is doing today. She's having a lovely match.
And Lebogang Dilelo. Good in the pass there, but well guarded there by the defense of Namibia in the young Haukongo in the lane. Perhaps a bit under pressure there from Tamara. It's like you need to be next to your opponent. Don't leave her. That would be instructions there from the coach of Botswana. Another throw in there for Namibia. 20 minutes played into this first half as Botswana is still 0 and Namibia as well 0. It is 0-0.
I think both sides should be glad because by now, yesterday, they already considered at least a goal each. So I think they should be proud of the fact that they didn't concede, but it's also very worrisome. You want to score in the early stages so that you can just put your opponent's confidence to rest and you can capitalize on the fact that they are a bit shaky.
Could be another chance here for Namibia. Big clearance there, Dilelo. And now Dilelo. Another clearance there from the back. Defenders really not taking chances there, making sure that they clear now. Lebang, miscommunication there with her teammate.
Ooh. Ooh. I think Lebang and Tamara should really work on their communication because they are the two players that the team is looking for. And if they are battling with each other for a ball, then it doesn't help the team at all. So I think both of them really need to improve on the communication, and also Nancy should share the ball a bit. She wants to do everything by herself, and it's not going to work. It's a team sport. She needs the other players. She just needs to trust that the other players can actually help her out.
Yes, as Lebang gets that one. She is really trying hard to run with those balls, of which she is known for. But it has proven to be a bit difficult, really. As you can see there, she is a bit slow. That is Lebang this afternoon.
And I must say a huge
Yes.
effort there from the Botswana defense in trying to stop her. They're doing such a great job. It's like they really studied Nancy. They know where she wants to get the ball, where she wants to run when she has the ball. Lovely homework done by the Botswana defense, and they're doing a great job. Absolutely amazing to watch today.
Dilelo has slowly, gradually picked up her game here, and she's becoming a bit of a problem here for the defense of Namibia. Now, another corner there for Tokonyani. Now, as you can see, there was another opportunity there for Botswana, but of course wasting that one. And so far, I mean, if I would have to rate these two teams, I would say Botswana has come more to the goal post of Namibia. Not so sure of whether you have seen that.
I agree with you on that, because the only way, the Botswana side understand that the only way they are going to win this game is if they take those shots, if they go towards the Namibian goal. And that is what they're doing, and they're doing such a lovely job trying to get into those the final third of the Namibian side. And they are about to punish Namibia. If they keep on doing this, I'm sure they will be able to score a goal or two.
Now another throw in here for Namibia in Haukongo. Dilelo. Playing really very well there, Dilelo. Look at that run there by Tokwani. Is that a foul? No, it is a throw in there for Namibia. Tokwani really bursting there with speed, and unfortunately couldn't just get in that cross.
She always does everything right. She's a willing runner, a strong runner, physically also very strong player, but just her final decision making, you know, always letting her down. Like that cross, for example, she did everything right. Lovely attempt there, but that final cross that she wanted to, you know, bring in to the final third of Botswana, failing her once again.
Failing there once again, that is Nancy Lebang. Today doesn't seem so good for her. There she is, the young Boipelo.
But I've seen throughout the competition, she just needs that one moment, you know, that one moment that she usually always just takes and she puts it at the back of the net. Just that one moment, you know, for the Botswana defense to just slip, and she capitalizes so well on those. I've seen that throughout this entire competition. So I think that is the moment she's waiting for.
Another free kick there as we have played 25 minutes into the first half. It is still Botswana 0, Namibia 0. There she is, Tamara. Number 7 there for Namibia. Tamara Hangula.
Just look at that replay there. Oh, definitely a push there from Dilelo on Tamara.
Very pro free kick there from the young Koshavi. Look at that. Losing that one so easily.
And you know, it's not the miss for me. It's her reaction after that. You lose a ball, and knowing that you are a defender out of position, out of your position, you lose a ball and you react that way. You know, you are definitely going to cost your team. And kudos to Botswana and Dilelo for taking that ball and playing it forward, understanding there's a player missing in the defense of Namibia and just trying to capitalize on that.
And really, Namibia seems to be struggling a bit here against Botswana. It should perhaps be perhaps just a matter of time. Look at that 10 beautiful run. Would that be a shot? Yes, side netting there for Botswana. Slowly but surely they are coming, isn't it?
And that is what hope brings to every single match. You know, she's just a player that creates those opportunities, creating something from nothing. Look at her taking on the two players, you know, just to try and get into a great position to take that shot. I think lovely effort there from her, and great skill also to just complement that effort there. Lovely stuff from Hope there.
Hope Lesotho taking that shot.
Just look at that replay.
Running very strong.
And just the build up to that.
Yes,
lovely shot at goal there.
Goes for side netting. Dilelo. Tamara there against Dilelo. Pushing another one. Going well to the bench is clearly not happy there. As they play it out for a throw-in. And another throw-in here for Namibia. They have really struggled in moving upwards towards the goal post of Botswana. Botswana has been pressing high, really. Evidently, they're winning. Another throw-in there is Botswana. Easily dealt with by the defense, and some stats shown, or rather shown by the Namibian player. Winning a free kick there is Botswana. And I see there behind that one is Lotang Ibineng, who is the captain for Botswana, playing a short one. See those 1-2s played from Botswana side. Miscommunication again between those two players. I mean, not so sure as to what is happening there, Lydiana. Really, second time now that these two players have gone for the same ball. Perhaps lack of communication, just to tell the other player to say, I'm in a better position to have this one.
Absolutely, and whoever sees the other coming with the ball can either tell her, no, let it go, or no, I'm going to move. Or the one with the ball can say, no, make space. You know, it goes to show they're really struggling with communication. They had a communication barrier at the back, and it seems like the Namibian side have it now in the front. It's like it keeps moving from the back to the middle to the front, and it's going to cost them if it still continues to, in this match.
Now, Leban coming forward here, taking a shot. way of target. Something positive there from Namibia.
I think that was definitely a cross. Didn't look like a shot to me. And I think a great idea there. It's unfortunate there was no one. She should have looked up and done better with that. She has enough technical abilities and tactical awareness to be able to hold on to that ball just so that the runners can come in and they can finish off that pass.
There it is. Namibia. Long one there and finding no one there. Now Botswana coming forward here, putting in that through pass. Unfortunately, it was not well measured and just a bit too powerful. I'm telling you, Lebang has got no one to play with there up front. Tamaya means she should really run a good header there. Vital touch from the young Kaishavi.
I think great reading of the game there by Kaishavi, just getting into that position where she is able to see the player and the ball, the oncoming ball, intercepting that ball, instead opting for a corner instead of a goal, conceding a goal. I think lovely defending there from her, great reading of the game.
Great reading of the game, and we have a corner kick here for Botswana. And we see clearly there, Hope Lesotho. Corner kick, it could be dangerous, goalkeeper.
Ooh.
And couldn't deal well with that one, and it is a second consecutive corner here for Botswana.
I think a lovely touch there by Tunga just to make sure that it doesn't go at the back of the net. And I think the defense really need to do better with those clearances because it looked like it was about to be an own goal. You know, it's just the angle that she was standing in that actually was beneficial for her to take it out there for out of play for a corner kick.
Another kick there for Botswana. Another second chance here again. They find it difficult here for Namibia to clear their line. Powerful kick there, but only to the Botswana defense. Yeah, I'm telling you. Long one there from, but no one could get to that one, isn't it? That through pass. I'm telling you, the coaches of Botswana really vocal here, constantly talking to the players there. Look at Tokwani, and could be another opportunity here. Lebang, always dangerous when she finds herself up front. Look at that, amazing again. I mean, don't really expect that from her, isn't it? Yes, Tokwani, look at Tokwani again there, failing to control that one. Perhaps taking that player on for a 1-1 or rather one-on-one situation. That bench is constantly talking to their players on the pitch. That is the Botswana bench with their coach there, Tracy Haibolai. Another clearance there. Yes. Can clearly hear that. Yes, can you hear me? It's really funny for me. I mean, having to hear how the bench is communicating. And another one, big one. It was a bit difficult there for the goalkeeper to deal with, isn't it? Out of nowhere, just shooting a long one there.
Yeah, I think it's because she didn't expect her to take a shot, especially from that distance. I think great effort there from Michelle. We all didn't expect that shot to come in from her, but a lovely shot on goal there, and even a better save there by Chakaliza. You know, look at that. Ooh. Great height on the ball. I think great power on the ball as well, but also even better save there from Chakaliza. You know, just getting her hands, the tip of her hands on that ball.
Another corner there for Namibia. And now, good turn there, and a through pass dealt with by the defense. Read well. And now, Tukwani this time around, taking on one player or two and really failing to find her teammates up front. And that has been the case all along for this first half.
Always does everything right. You know, she does the basics right, but that final idea that she always has fails her. Maybe she must look into trying another approach instead of what she always does, because she does the same thing over and over.
Nancy Lebang, look at that. Clearly failing. What a good take there. And maybe now on the attack. Now Botswana running. Dililo. Look at Dililo. Coming forward there. Taking on one player again. It is a kickoff! Hitting the crossbar. My word.
Saved by the woodwork. Once again.
Yo.
Wow.
And that is Dililo.
What a lovely individual effort there from Dililo. You know, taking that ball, taking on those players, beating all those players just to get into that position, taking such a lovely shot at goal. Definitely was looking at a goal there if the woodwork was not, you know, that low.
Oh, that's a bit bad. Went straight to her face, isn't it? But yes, there she is, a very strong lady, getting up and moving on. But credit goes there to the number 10. That is Leborang Dililo. Taking on some players there, and look at that.
Just look at that replay. Ooh, that looks very painful, but she's up.
And she's running. Restarting that play there, and poorly executed there.
Oh, just look at that replay there. Lovely ball in. Shoo.
Dililo.
Just look at that. It was definitely going to, you know, the back of the net there. I don't think Tunga stood a chance there based off of how she jumped.
Now, Namibia here with Tamara. She has been quiet, really. Nice play there for Namibia, yes. Coming through, that could be another opportunity there. Big clearance, well under pressure. And it is a corner kick there for Namibia.
There was such a lovely clearance there by Papato, the number 2, the left back of Botswana, getting into that space, reading the game properly, and seeing those 2 runs. You know, she had 2 players coming at her. She dealt with it like a professional. This is what we would expect to see, especially in under 20 level. This is where you are supposed to see players deal with such balls so confidently and so comfortably. She did such a lovely work there.
Wipilo. Another big one there. The goalkeeper come out and then claim that one. Another long one dealt with by the number 7 there. Another number 17. Shapaka. Tokan is really trying very hard that side of the pitch. One could be another opportunity here for Namibia, and so far so good for the defense of Botswana in terms of taking care of Buipilo, Lebang.
Yes, and the captain Notang showing there why she is the captain and why she's in charge of the defense and the entire team. You know, coming to the rescue there. I think she did her homework on Nancy. Lovely and stellar work there by the defense of Botswana. I think they need to be proud of themselves. We should be congratulating them on keeping a clean sheet, you know, stopping Nancy and all these attackers coming at them. Lovely work there from the Botswana defense.
Lotang, or rather Lotang Ibineng, the captain of Botswana. And now another throw in here. I think Temo Malate. There she is, Dilelo.
Hey!
Now Dilelo again, look at that 10. Taken by two players, really making sure that she doesn't go anywhere. Two players injured there, and referee says play on. Lebang, every time that she touches the ball, there would be an opponent very close to her.
It is because they understand the danger that she poses. She's such a threat when she turns and she faces an opponent's goal, and that is why the Botswana side really need to work overtime if they want to stop her again in the next 45 minutes, plus the extra time that is left here. I think a lovely work there. Defensively, Botswana, really stellar performance. Also in attack, showing up in numbers, you know, getting those support runs in when Dilelo, especially when Dilelo has that ball. Look at that. Ooh. Definitely a foul there from Shelley, but the referee wasn't interested. Allowed play to go on. You know, it's also important that the game goes on. You don't stop the game so much, just for the, you know, the tempo to remain the same. You want the intensity to remain the same. I mean, we are here to watch football. We want to see football.
Yes, momentarily there we have seen Ricardo Manetti on your screen.
Yeah, that was the technical study group. They are assessing the players to see which players really stood out and working on the stats and everything. So very important people we saw there on the screen.
Yes. Another throw in here for Namibia. There they are. Look. Is that an indication to say the match is not that appealing?
I mean, it's a little cold, you know, you might get a bit.
Yes. Another throw in here for Namibia. We have some 2 minutes and a half plus some added time for this match. Rather, this first half to come to an end. Another throw in here. Just enjoy the language. The Botswana bench is talking. Komhal. Yes, Komhal. Come get the ball. And now Botswana get a breakthrough here, but well dealt with. Now the race is on. Good communication there by Chikaliza, the goalkeeper of Botswana, Wami. It's always dangerous when you let the ball, bounce, isn't it?
Yes, you want. As a defender, it is one of the golden rules. You do not allow the ball to bounce. The moment you are facing your goal, it means you have done something wrong.
And another throw in here for Botswana, as we have about to hit the 45-minute mark here. Just have to see as to how many minutes would be added here for this first half. Only 1 minute. Only 1 minute that is added before end of this first half. And remember, we have another one coming up. That is Angola versus Zambia. men's third playoff. Angola versus Zambia up next. And we will have the final tomorrow. And that will be played at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Looking forward for that one as both those teams, that is Zambia and Angola, two teams that would have possibly be in playing the final, unfortunately losing yesterday. And now another one here for Botswana, and taking that one is Tokonyane. Timo Tokonyane. Long one, and the goalkeeper coming out easy. And we have played the 1 minute already. And there it is, the referee saying it is enough for now, as the two teams will be given an opportunity to go take some last instructions there from the coaches. I mean, your take for now, Lydiana?
I think
first half?
Lovely performance from the Botswana side. Very sound in defense. Great communication there, benefiting their team, you know, just stopping the attacks that are coming from the Namibian side. Also in the attack, very lovely performance there from Hope and Fiona, the number 6. And then you have Shirley and Dilelo, most especially Dilelo, you know, just stepping up to the occasion, rising. You know, this is where the cream of the crop rises. And that is what Dilelo is giving Botswana in this matchup. A lovely first half for her. I'm hoping to see more from her in the second half. And I think from the Namibian side, defensively, they're doing well with the pressure that is coming from Botswana. I think they need to work on their attacking force, because it looks like there's a barrier in communication and it is really costing them.
Yeah. And as we wait for the highlights to perhaps come off for you that has just joined us, we will give you the highlights. As you can see that the score confirmation, halftime, Botswana 0, Namibia 0. Protect the dream. And for now, for the highlights, for you that has missed the first half, just for you to give you a recap. Two teams there, or rather the captains, and that was the first foul committed by the Namibians, and then that shot there, it was really troublesome one. And again here Dilelo taking that shot. It was all going well here for Botswana, and then Namibia came very close with that one. Free kick there from Nancy Lebang, and goalkeeper getting a second chance to grab that one. And now Lesotho again. Lesotho coming through, taking on two players there, but then unfortunately just hitting the side net. Look at that corner there. The goalkeeper failing to deal with that one properly. Now another one, big one there, out of nowhere, and the goalkeeper fumbling that one, and it was a corner there for Namibia. Great opportunity, and another one here, saved by the crossbar, and that was Dilelo coming close. Dilelo really coming close, and that was the first half of this match, as we will meet you again for the second half in a moment.
here in the heart of Namibia, where red dunes meet ocean blues, where sunsets write poetry across the sky. A new chapter is about to begin. From Swakopmund's breeze to Vintage rhythm, we don't just play for points, we play with purpose, with pride, with heart. In 2025, we welcome you, Region 5, 10 nations strong, not just to compete, but to connect, to grow, to shine. Our streets know struggle. Our people, they know strength. And our youth, they know exactly what it means to rise. So step into our home. Feel the beat of Africa beneath your feet. Let the cheers echo through Independence Stadium. Let your story unfold with every race, every goal, every try. This is for you. This is Namibia. This is your time. Own the moment.
My name is Jacqueline Gertze. I am the General Manager for the Local Organizing Committee for the Region 5 Youth Games, Namibia 2024. The beautiful thing about the Region 5 Youth Games is that is your biggest multi-sport event in the SADC region. From our side as the Local Organizing Committee and from the desk of the General Manager, you know, all systems are running. And as a country, we can with confidence say we are ready to welcome 9 other nations into Namibia as early as from 29th of June. For the first time also, this is the 11th edition, but for the first time, Special Olympics is part of the multiple sports event such as this, which is the Region 5 Youth Games. So inclusivity stands out as a very big highlight. And then also, not only inclusivity in terms of special athletes, athletes of disability, but also women, girls and boys competing in different sports codes with equal opportunity. It's a very big moment for communities and the nations to gel, to come together, get to know each other and really represent the African Union vision. The main factor here is sports infrastructure development to enable everybody to have access to sports. Namibia always promoted the active participation of young people in arts, music, sport and so on, but one thing was missing, and that is that we don't have access to sports facilities for everybody that loves the game. These games is basically creating that. We are representing the government of Namibia. When they speak, they refer to boys and girls, able and disabled. There's no moment in these games, and over the times that I have lived in the sport, that I have seen leadership speaking with the same voice in terms of inclusivity. And that is, for me, the best space to work in, and that inspires me a lot.
It is the Region 5 Youth Games 2024. We're excited for you to join us in the land of the brave, Windhoek, Namibia. We're also excited for you to join us on the socials, and we have 3 main hashtags for these games. And I've got my chairman here, as well as my general manager, to share with us the hashtags. Hashtag
Own the moment.
And hashtag
I am Region 5.
And it is hashtag More Than Games. We're excited. Join us on those socials. Join us, share your videos with us, and walk this journey with us. It is Region 5 Youth Games 2024. See you there.
My name is Ndoripula Hamtumwa. I'm the chairperson of the Region 5 Youth Games. Namibia is known for hosting major multidisciplinary games. As you recall, in 2006, Namibia hosted this edition, and that created a platform for us to be able to host junior multidisciplinary competition, such as the AU Region 5 Youth Games. We have the systems in place, therefore Namibia is destined to host these major games. This is a platform where we shape characters, where we shape new ideals, where we create friendship, where we begin to speak about economic empowerment, youth empowerment, and this creates excitement. This brings in the nerves to make the competition great, because this is where we break barriers. Destiny is only shaped by those that believes in working with the youth. And for me, I remain indebted to these young men and women who believes that Africa must arise, and it can only be arise by bringing everybody together and bringing the youth at the center of development. My wish is that when all the athletes that are coming here, they must come with an open mind that dreams can become a reality. Sport has the power to create an economic enhancement in the lives of all the athletes. So I wish all the athletes that are coming here all the best, and as I said, all dreams are valid and they can be a reality through sport.
Here in the heart of Namibia, where red dunes meet ocean blues, where sunsets write poetry across the sky, a new chapter is about to begin. From Swakopmund's breeze to Vintic's rhythm, we don't just play for points, we play with purpose, with pride, with heart. In 2025, we welcome you, Region 5, 10 nations strong, not just to compete, but to connect, to grow, to shine. Our streets know struggle. Our people, they know strength. And our youth, they know exactly what it means to rise. So step into our home. Feel the beat of Africa beneath your feet. Let the cheers echo through Independence Stadium. Let your story unfold with every race, every goal, every try. This is for you. This is Namibia. This is your time. Own the moment.
Welcome back to this encounter between Botswana and Namibia happening at the UNAM Stadium. This is the bronze medal match and the score is 0-0 as it stands. We are just waiting for the Namibian side to get ready, and then we should officially start with the second half. of this match.
Yes, and welcome back again here for the second half of this match. Encounter here between Botswana and Namibia. And for now, as the second half starts there, Botswana 0, Namibia 0 as well. And we will have to see as to which of these two teams is going to take the bronze position.
Yes, the Namibian side coming in the second half with a substitution. We have Miriam Dabandula Michael out, and in comes jersey number 11, Deborah Fries.
Deborah Fries coming in there, that is the number 11. And coming out here is Michael. Not so sure as to... And another shot there, and what does the referee says? There seems to be a little bit of a confusion there. And it will be a goal kick, as you can see there. Nancy Buipilo Lebang, the number 10, who happens to be the captain of the Namibian ladies. Another kick there. Tamara with Libang. Clearance there under pressure. Moving up nicely forward there, but dealt well with. 1-2. There's a player there that is having difficulties with controlling that ball there from Namibia. Is that Auhumus? Namibia here in the middle of the park, controlling that one very well. Now Tamara looking out there for Nancy. Tamara again here. Look at that miscommunication between these two players. Nancy going to shoot that one. Could be very dangerous. And from what I have noticed now, and that is the young Goses. Another long one there for Dilelo, offside. From what I have noticed now is that Tokwane, the number 13 of Namibia there, again now, this time around in the second half, playing at the left wing, hence the first half she was at right wing. Not so sure why that changes, obviously coming from the coach, isn't it?
Yes, sometimes players get moved from one side to the other just to test the waters, especially when they don't perform on the one side. Hopefully she can do a better job from the left-hand side. You know, she's right-footed. It should be able to help her cut in and take a shot at goal, because the crosses that she was trying to give in the first half were not working. Her composure was off, and she didn't, you know, just get the right touch on the ball when she wanted to go get those crosses in. And maybe the rationale of the coach there is just to put her in a position where she can cut in and take those shots directly at goal.
Nancy's really struggling this afternoon, or it's rather not her. Another opportunity here for Namibia. Tokwane failing to deal with that one. Well defended there from Tokonyani. From Tokonyani. And Another throw in here for. Another throw in here for Namibia. Long one, rather. And now it is. Oh! Thought it's a goal. It's a corner kick instead.
And that is how Botswana conceded in the first match in the group stage encounter against Namibia. Same same instance happened there. Tamara in that same position, they allowed that ball to bounce, and Tamara capitalized. So they really need to work on that if they really want to win this matchup, because now it's starting to look like deja vu. Things are happening once again the same way they did in the group stage encounter.
Look at that corner there. Oh, missed by Tukwani. Really trying to run through there, Tukwani. And now, another opportunity again here for Namibia. Is that a handball? Look at that action replay.
Just look at that throw-in. Nice ball in there. They allow it to bounce once again. You know, I think a crucial touch there from the captain, Lotang, to just, you know, make sure Tamara doesn't get the ball once again. But it could have ended bad for her, you know. Things could have gone bad. I think they just shouldn't allow that ball to bounce. As a defender, you don't allow a ball to bounce. Otherwise, you are highly likely to get punished because of an error like that.
Likely to be punished if you let them bounce there at the back. As Lidiano rightly said, it is a golden rule that as defenders, you don't let a ball bounce. Otherwise, it's just calling for some troubles. Another throw in there for Namibia. Really, Botswana this time around. I mean, this first 5 minutes of this second half, Namibia has been pressing as that shot comes there and easily dealt with there by the goalkeeper in Chakaliza. Long one. That strong run there from Tukwani. Now really Botswana struggling to get that one out of danger. Another long one. There's a battle going on that side between Tukwani and Bulawa Olesejo. Another goal kick here for Botswana, as they have been a bit of under pressure here. And it will be a long one here. Nice hard. Fight, Lebron, fight! Another long one there. This could spell some troubles. Goalkeeper, good timing there. Coming out just to take that one with ease.
Control, control, control. Ow, push.
Remember that Namibia still needs to play for, or rather the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. And this time around, they will face Uganda in the first leg sometimes in September. So this really provide them with an excellent opportunity to really prepare for that match against Uganda in the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. And I think most of the teams actually that took part in this tournament here would be playing in those qualifiers. So COSAFA came at the right time to give them this opportunity to test themselves and really prepare themselves for those qualifiers.
I think it's a golden opportunity for players to, especially players that don't always get a chance to play in the leagues because they play against players with more experience. This is a great platform for them to show the coaches that they are actually up to the task. When called upon, they can rise to the occasion and give their best. And I think this is a great opportunity to also prepare your teams, all national teams that are going to take part in the Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. And I think each team should just be able to capitalize on these opportunities because they should count as international matches.
Yes. And I should say Namibia has improved a bit in the second half, as now they are the side that is actually somehow pressing in the defense of Botswana.
And I think that is the beauty of going on a break at halftime, because the coaches have done their assessments, the players have done their assessments. You go into halftime, the coaches fix whatever is broken in the attempt to win the match, and players either listen to it or don't. And it looks like the Namibian side really listened to what the coach's instruction during halftime, and it's showing in their style of play, especially in their attack now.
And now Gozes trying to fight that one, but couldn't really hang on that one. And another throw in here for Botswana. And talking of coming in the right time at the right moment here for COSAFA. I mean, it is a tournament. It's all about developing the talent of tomorrow, and giving young players the chance to compete with their peers, isn't it? And I can already guarantee you that some of them here are already in the radar of the national team selectors.
Yeah, and the likes of Nancy, she got her debut for the senior women's national team earlier in this year against Eswatini. So it just goes to show, you know, she's getting in that game time in this under-20 competition. Also coming to the party against her peers and her age mates. I think a great opportunity for players to actually even show that they are capable of competing at the highest stage, especially against their peers.
Thank you, COSAFA. And now the race is on here. Really struggling a bit, and it is what it is. Tamara, nice one there. Nancy failing to control that one. I mean, so much is actually expected from her. Whenever she misses the ball, you would hear the supporters, you know, waiting on her to perhaps, you know, move forward with that ball and control that ball, but many a times disappointing.
That is because that is what she made the supporters used to, the fans used to, the viewers and the spectators. Because when Nancy gets the ball every time, you know, we have seen her do this time and time again. Ooh.
Very good corner there from Namibia in Deborah Fries.
I think a great shot there by Tokwane. I think good idea there. It's just a pity that it went off target there, but a lovely effort there.
There it is.
A great ball in there by Deborah Fries. And even better attempt at goal there by Tokwane. Unfortunate that it went off target. Ooh.
Deborah really coming in, making the changes, isn't it?
That is why coaches make substitutes. You want to come on the pitch and you need to make a difference. I think she's growing into the into this match. Started off a bit slow, but you can see she's growing into the match.
Look at that. Is that Deborah?
Yes.
Deborah Fries Really, no, that's Nancy. First time that she has tried from far, isn't it? Taking a long range. Nancy Lebang, the captain. First shot there from Nancy. And there are some activities happening there from the bench of Botswana. Number 9 coming in, Amogelang Samantha Sebutu coming in. Coming in there for the number 6, that is Fiona Ulibile Hetu. Hetu coming in there. Another throw in there for Botswana. Another one that called for troubles. Another one that it seems as if the young Delani Joppa somehow got injured. I'm not so sure, but yes, Amogelang Seboto coming in, and then Fiona Ulibile Hetu coming off. That is your substitution confirmation. And now, what can Nancy do out of this one? It's better from Namibia. Deborah Fries and Tukwane just want to run, isn't it?
She's such a winning runner.
And there, Botswana taking that one from the center line. Beautiful run there. And as the referee says, he says yes, it is a free kick here for Botswana. It is a free kick here for Botswana.
And just to add, Toro, Amogelang is such an exciting player to watch. Always a substitute, or she always starts. Look at that replay there. Technically very gifted player also. I think that was the only way they were going to stop her in this game. She's such an exciting player to watch. Always has something up her sleeve.
Another free kick here for Botswana. Lining up. And it is a brilliant one. Goalkeeper gets to that one. Well taken shot there. Well taken free kick. And now Tukwane, goalkeeper coming out, and that is Chakaliza. Chakaliza coming out, yes, Lydiana?
I think both goalkeepers really doing their best, trying their best to keep their teams in this game in a good position to compete for the silverware. Woo!
Look at that shot. Goalkeeper there doesn't want to take those chances of taking those kicks. Rather, perhaps leaving it there for Tokonyane at all times. It is difficult there in the middle of the pitch. Rather going out again. Botswana at a point went to sleep, isn't it? Another throw in for Botswana. Another free kick there for Botswana. They might fancy their chance again here from far.
I think Shirley has the power and the technique to be able to take that shot directly at goal and look for a goal scoring chance there. Maybe it goes in the back of the net, or the goalkeeper can maybe save it, but one of the players can get on there, one of our teammates, and just tap that in the back of the net, and they can have a 1-0 lead here.
Another shot way off target, and some 24 minutes left in this second half. If it stays like this, we are going for straight penalties, isn't it?
Ooh.
And you wouldn't want to go there, isn't it? You know, to take penalties.
It actually depends on your goalkeeper and whether or not she's good at penalties, saving penalties. But I think a very nerve-wracking moment. Nobody wants to experience penalties. You want to win the match already in the time that you're given, so that you don't have to go through, you know, that stress that you go through when you're going for penalties. I think a very stressful moment that every player wants to avoid when they play.
And throwing again here for Botswana.
Just look at that free kick. Ooh, just off target. I think she could have done better with that. We've seen her take those goal kicks, and she's able to distribute them over the halfway line. You know, just goes to show that she has the power and the technique to take a long-range shot. Should have done better with that.
Tokonyane, that is. And now Botswana.
Ooh.
Look at that, nice play. Will that cross come in? Yes, and goalkeeper comes out. I mean, she has stood her ground, isn't it? In terms of goalkeeping department, that is Diweteko.
I think lovely work from both goalkeepers to try and keep their teams in the game. You know, the moment you concede, players start dropping their heads, and you don't want your players to drop heads. So the best you can do is just keep them in the game, and that is what both goalkeepers are bringing here, Chakaliza and Tunga. I think lovely goalkeeping from both teams.
As you can see, goalkeeper taking it upon herself to take that goal kick. And Tamara, for now, has been very quiet. Now, a chance for Botswana to break through here. Causes Deborah Fries.
One, two.
Really trying to play those passes, but it is a bit difficult here to control those balls. Another throw in again. And that is Causes. Goes out for a goal kick. As the match went to sleep a bit here. None of the two teams really showing that they really want this one. In terms of those attacks and perhaps taking those long shots.
Yeah, and I think that is a very dangerous game plan. If the plan is to go to 0-0 and, you know, go to penalties, I think a very dangerous one, because with penalties, it's anyone's game. You want to win the game in the given time. You know, we are about to reach the 70-minute mark. That gives them 20 minutes of normal time and a few additional minutes, you know. But I think both teams should be doing better by now. Especially right now, you know, with 70 minutes almost being played in this game. We are expecting to see a lot of thrilling chances that they create, a lot of shots at goal. I think both teams are really underperforming in the second half.
And the one that took the shot there is none other than Augumus Senorita. There's a player down. And that is the number 12, Sherifa Garuas. Did she come? Or is that
Tokwane.
rather Tokwane?
Yes. I think
There
two of the
is
players in the...
score confirmation there. Botswana 0, Namibia 0 as well. Only 20 minutes left.
1 month. 1 month.
I think two of the players that really stood out in the Namibian defense is Shapaka, the left centre back.
Could have been another opportunity here for Namibia, but perhaps too much powerful there for Nancy. The bang. Namibian players a bit late there. Their passes are not well measured.
I think the runners are not willing. You know, the attackers should be willing runners. You want willing runners up front, especially when you really need to score a goal. I think the strikers really need to do a better job with those runs that they need to make. I think lovely balls are coming in. Just look at that run there from Deborah. I think a little overcooked, and a lovely defensive work there from the goalkeeper and the defender. I think Chakaliza has been having such a remarkable game.
And tell me of the two interesting players that you said.
Yes, Shapaka, the left centre back, the number 19 of Namibia, and also the number 4, Shiovanu, the left back of Namibia. I think even the Botswana attackers know that they cannot pass by the left side of Namibia, so they try and approach it from the right side because they are so comfortable on the ball, you know, able to read those balls. Always cover defending each other, yes.
Very good run there from Botswana, creating those spaces. And slowly but surely they are really coming up. Slowly but surely really creating those spaces.
And that is what runners do, willing runners. You want willing runners up front so that you are able to create an opportunity from nothing, you know, create something from nothing. And that is what the Botswana attackers are doing. You can see Amogalang also moving from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, you know, just trying to test the waters. That is what attackers are supposed to do.
And
just look at that replay there. Lovely pass in there. Tilelo, look at that skill. You know, lovely stuff there, great stuff. And Hope just taking it off target there. Think lovely build up to that shot there. Great team effort, and Hope could have done better with it. But I think at the end, a great attempt there from the team to try and get her in a good space for her to take that shot.
And there is a nice combination between Dilelo and Hope Lesotho. They are a few players that can really, you know, control this ball and run into spaces, take shots and so on, which is good for Botswana. On the other hand, one would have expected Tamara and Nancy Libang to perhaps do their same, as they are the most skillful players here for Namibia. And now with Deborah Fries coming in as well, one of the player that I have seen being really skillful here in the Namibian side.
But I think when plan A and B fails, I think someone should be able to step up and say, Coach, let me take this for us. You know, they cannot always depend on the likes of Tamara and Nancy Labang. You know, someone has to step up. Someone else must step up so that, you know, at the end of the day, this is a team sport. This is a team. Everyone must be able to carry the weight.
Everybody should be able to carry the weight.
Ooh.
And look at that, it was nearly there. It was nearly there.
I think if she just put the right amount of power behind that kick, we were looking at a different story there, because with that fumble from Chakaliza, they almost considered that ball.
Almost considered that ball again. It seems as if the plan now for Namibia is to shoot from far. And so far, I mean, that should be boosting their confidence, isn't it?
Yes. Ooh.
Ho, ho.
Seboto.
Telling you, tackles are flying in there.
But that is what
Luckily-
Amogelang brings to the game. You know, she's such a strong player, so small in size, but a lot of heart. You know, she plays with heart. She plays with her heart on the sleeve, always showing up to the game, you know, with 100%, always giving her best. And that is why she features in every single match. You know, there is a player that the coach can look up and say, listen, Amogelang, you are getting a chance once again, because every time she steps on the field, the number 9 of Botswana, Amogelang, always delivers.
Yes.
Lovely to watch.
Lovely to watch indeed. Tackles flying in there, and they are clean at times. Clean tackles coming through. Look at that wasted opportunity there for Botswana. And we have hit the 75th mark.
Just look at that replay there. Ooh, what a shot. I think if she had the right amount of power behind that shot, they were looking at a different situation right now.
Yes. Now, running, is that Nancy?
Yes.
Good turn there by Deborah. Freeze, perhaps just too much.
I think it's the fact that she constantly ignores the runners. You know, there's players asking for the ball, but every time she gets the ball, she turns, does the right thing, and then she does it again, and she loses the ball.
Losing it so cheaply. And well taken there by the Namibian defense, but it is really difficult for both teams here, as time is ticking for these two teams. And I think whichever team is going to score now can safely believe that they are going to win this match. Whoever teams or whichever team scores now. I mean, she is alone there, isn't it? Instead of just perhaps trying to control that ball. Tamara, she has been quiet as well. Throw in there for Botswana. Are we going for penalties? We really don't know. But I have reasons to believe that any of these two teams here, if one has to score now, it could be over. Nancy, freeze.
Ooh, what a pass.
Look at that pass, Tamara! Yes, things are becoming interesting here.
Great defensive work there from the Botswana defense, just to get in between Tamara and the ball.
Yeah.
You know, allowing her goalkeeper to run in there and make that save. I think lovely defending work there. Ooh.
And Botswana taking that one. Well, that show me your number. Could be dangerous.
Ooh.
She misses that one, and again now Nancy telling Tamara to run. And Freeze can bring in those passes. Tamara, unfortunately not coming through there.
Win!
And there is another player that is skillful, that is currently on the bench. That is Grace Aces. Did she ever play in this tournament?
Yes, she also featured yesterday.
Oh, yes.
But I think it's just a matter of, making sure that when you get these opportunities, you solidify your spot in the squad. Yes, she has the skill, but when she does get on the field, does she deliver? Does she do what the coach expects of her,
Anyway, we'll do now for the Namibians.
And I think the Botswana side is really growing into the second half, 80 minutes into this match, you would expect them to be a bit tired, but it looks like they are starting to, bring that pressure to the Namibian side. And that is a very dangerous thing for the Namibian side, because when you look at the two sides, they had the better opportunities in the second half. They didn't capitalize on them, and the Botswana side is looking to get their opportunity today. And if they do get that opportunity, they are parking the bus, meaning it's going to be difficult for Namibia to score and equalize if Botswana scores right now.
There she is. Is that Grace Aces? I'm not so sure.
Yes.
That is Grace Aces coming on. Grace Aces coming in for who?
Tamara.
For Tamara. Tamara is out, and Grace Aces could be the game winner here for Namibia if she can get that opportunity. Look at that, another opportunity. The ball, let's see. It is offside. It is offside.
Offside.
Offside there. And it wouldn't have counted because the crossbar came to their rescue as well for Botswana.
Ooh, I think they should be breathing heavily at this point because, wow.
I mean, really golden opportunity there for Namibia to take that lead, but unfortunately it was ruled offside. That can perhaps give them a little bit of a confidence booster. Look at that one! Another chance here! Where is she running? Shot! My word! Interestingly is that after losing that ball, the defender stopped chasing the opponent, they're rather running to the goal post.
Yes, you are supposed to do anything not to concede, but once again, look at that ball. Great ball in there. The Namibian defense just being complacent there. You don't play like that. You don't play like that. You play safe, And that is what Kaishavi missed there. And Amokhelang, great pressing there, went for that shot, won that ball, and almost put her side in front ahead in this game.
And now Botswana coming forward here. Could be another opportunity. Yes! Oh! Botswana coming out firing. And really, it has been upon them to really take those chances, but failing. And it's not over yet. And Dilelo always coming so dangerously from that right-hand side. Two chances.
Just look at that replay there. Great skill there from Dilelo, getting that ball, spotting Amokhelang there. Great idea there from a great run, great positioning also.
Botswana really coming close and pressing high. My word.
And this is what I was talking about, the Namibian side having so many chances and opportunities to score a goal and not capitalizing on that. And now the Botswana side gaining that confidence, with Amokhelang coming into this game, also bringing a lot of freshness up front there. Such creative player to watch. I think the Botswana attack really looking great at this moment.
Now Grace says she's known for that dribbling skills. She's very unhappy with that as she goes down, but on the other hand, Botswana now pressing, really pressing and coming to the rescue there from behind. Could be that another one from far? No. And they're playing it to the right side. And Tililo there. Botswana really coming up very strongly. Finishing this half or this match very strongly.
And I think great timing from them, because it's almost 85 minutes into this game. The Namibian side showing signs of tiredness and fatigue, and them just capitalizing on the fact that the Namibian side have really just, removed their feet from the acceleration in this game, and them just getting into this game, getting in those great spaces, trying to outplay the Namibian side, and lovely attacking work from the Botswana attackers. Especially Amogelang, she is having such a great game since coming on from the bench.
Couldn't agree less. As we have only 5 minutes plus added time here at the UNAM Soccer Stadium. Nicely controlled there. Now Nancy trying to play Tukwani through. Those passes are not well measured. Always a bit strong. Always a bit strong. And now Grace aces. Omaheke Queens. Look at that, referee having none of that. And now Botswana. Nice pass there. Could be another one here for Botswana. Oh! Wasting that one again.
My. This is lovely to watch from the Botswana side. Look at that pass. A lovely ball in there. Spotting that the Namibian defense is a bit high up. I think Hope should have done better with that opportunity that she was given there. That was a golden chance to put her side ahead in this encounter. I think great,
yes,
team effort from the Botswana side. Just spotting that the Namibian side is high, their line is high, that the defensive line is high. Just, getting in that ball between the defense and the goalkeeper. That is what you want to do. It creates a lot of uncertainty between the defenders and the goalkeeper as to who's going to go to the ball. And great run there by Hope. Unfortunately, didn't do better with that shot. Great chance there, and a great, lovely team effort there also once again.
Namibian player there down. That is Haukongo. Indileni Haukongo. As you can see there, the boys from Botswana cheering on their teammates, or rather their counterparts in football. Is that a corner? Yes, that's a corner kick there for Botswana in the dying minutes of this match. And they will be looking at perhaps putting that one behind in the back of the net. Namibia now to defend. Look at that. Could be another opportunity. It is a goal. Brilliant one there for Botswana. Celebrations are going on.
And it looks like it's Charlie. What a chance taken there. A lovely shot at goal. Goalkeeper stood absolute no chance. And
yes,
the Namibian side, no. This might be the end, because you can see them crying, some tears there in the field. Because, when you don't take your chances, that is the game of football. You don't take your chances, your opponents will get a chance, and they might, capitalize. Just look at the celebrations from the fans there in the stands, Lovely stuff there.
Tokonyane, she has been outstanding.
Just look at that corner. Great ball in there by Hope. Gets on by the Namibian. It looks like Grace, and woo! Tokonyane just saying that thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm taking my side towards this bronze medal.
Taking a very good, perfect goal there for Tokonyane. And it seems as if the second one is coming here. Crosses now to Grace Aces. Crazy. It is a bit difficult for her to control that one, as she is not given enough space. And now we are only left with some seconds. Namibia will have to dig deep here. And now Deborah Fries Now, again, another one here as the defender there clearing very much under pressure.
I think this goal is what Botswana needed to, just wake up. You can see that their level of confidence has grown since the goal, and the confidence of the Namibian side has dropped, and that is what you want to do. You want to score and just break that momentum of your opponent, and that is what that goal did for Botswana today.
As we hit the 90-minute mark now. 90-minute mark. Just 3 minutes of optional time here, of which Namibia can perhaps capitalize and push for an equalizer. It can still happen, isn't it?
Yes, 3 minutes is a lot of time to, create the chance for your team, score a goal or two. From either side, I think it's enough time to put yourself back in the game or just extend the lead in the case of Botswana.
In the case of Botswana, and now and there it is. 1 minute already played here in the 3 minutes that are added. And Botswana still pressing high here. Botswana still pressing high. They traveled by bus. And they are possibly going to watch the final tomorrow. Will they be leaving tomorrow morning? Not so sure. Gaborone is not that far here from Windhoek. Might be a 10 hours drive or so. Even lesser, depending on the speed that you are driving. But yes, all in all, it's not far. Botswana is not far at all. Not Botswana rather, but Gaborone. Now the throw in here for Botswana, as 2 minutes have been played from the minute or the minutes that are added. Could be a last chance here as Nancy runs, looking out for Deborah. Goalkeeper comes out and gets to that one. It is now D-Day for Namibia. 30 seconds left. Tokwane pushing there. Some last efforts.
I think the Botswana side should be proud of their performance today. What a lovely performance. Coming into this match from a 5-0 defeat through Zambia. Coming in the match, you would expect them to be down, but understanding that there's still something to play for and, just showing up to the party today. And what a great team effort here it was for Botswana to, try and get that goal.
Yes. And there it is. Last chance here for Namibia. It is this one or it will be all over, isn't it?
Yeah. Are we looking at some late match drama?
I'm not so sure. Nerve-wracking stuff for the fans. Beautiful corner taken there.
Woo!
Goalkeeper
Ooh.
gets that one.
What a save.
And it should be over now. And they are screaming at her. Not so sure why.
I think they're asking her, telling her to stand up. She was like, no.
I'm injured.
Yeah. But to them, it was a matter of stand up, let's play.
It should be over
Just
now.
Just look at that corner.
As the referee says, yes! And Botswana.
Great save there by the goalkeeper.
Botswana celebrating, running onto the field, congratulating teammates. And yes, there you see the scoreline, score confirmation. Botswana 1, Namibia 0. And it is full time here. Where are they running to? There are some celebrations going on there
I'm
nearby
also
that
wondering where they're
ambulance.
running to. But what a lovely performance there by Botswana. A very hard-fought victory for them. I think they deserved it. You know, the Namibian side should be proud of themselves. But I think, all in all, the Botswana side really brought their A game. And they were the team that was the better team on the day. The better team of the day wins. They made the least mistakes. The fewer mistakes you make, the highly likely you are of winning. And that is what Botswana did, making those few errors and capitalizing on the errors that the Namibian side did. A brilliant and I think a very fabulous performance from the Botswana side today. A well-fought and hard-earned victory, and congratulations to them.
Yes, it is as full-time. There's the confirmation there on your bottom left of your screen. Botswana 1, Namibia losing out on this one. And Botswana taking sweet revenge here against Namibia in the match that matters most. The match that matters most. Look at those girls, very powerful in picking up their coach. Trying to pick up the coach there, but perhaps failing a bit. Look at that, the technical team of Botswana dancing as well.
And that is
joining
what this win means.
Celebrations.
This is what it means. Look at that celebration there. You know, just.
Shukuman, 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 Shukuman. Famous artist there in Botswana coming through with that song. It is a famous song in Botswana. The way how it is danced as well. And now the referees as well just warming down. Very happy. Look at that dance. Yes. Look at that. Celebrations are going on here for the Botswana team.
And that is the beauty of football. You know, you take every match as it comes. Whatever happened, happened, but you stay in the moment. You are present in the moment. And that is what Botswana did today. They stayed in this match. Both goalkeepers trying their utmost best to keep their teams in the competition. But I think the Botswana side etching Namibia there with that brilliance, their individual brilliance also there. A lovely shot at goal, and it counted as a goal for them. Lovely performance there, and you see the goal scorer Shirley Tokonyane about to receive her Player of the Match accolade. I think a very hard-earned Player of the Match award there for her.
Yes, Player of the Match. That is Shirley Tokonyane. And there it is. With the executive director of COSAFA in Ms. Sue Destombes. There she is giving that award to the player that really deserves this award. She had a good game really in terms of taking those goal kicks, almost all of the goal kicks that she took. There she is, Shirley Tokonyane, making sure that she is posting very well there for some various media houses. They really deserve to be happy. We will take the highlights in a moment, just to take a recap on what you have missed. As you can see there, as the match has started. An earlier throw in there from Namibia. Look at that. That was a golden opportunity. Perhaps Namibia failing to capitalize on that. Perhaps capitalizing on that. And look at that throw in. Nice one. And a little bit of a miscommunication there between the defenders. Namibia there with Tamara failing to make use of that opportunity. Now look at that. And there she is, Tamara, taking that long one. Perhaps just lacked some power. Otherwise, it could have been troublesome there for the goalkeeper. Look at that, Deborah Freeze playing there for Tamara again. And really, Tamara today didn't come to the party, as The goalkeeper there fumbles that one, rolling over it. And this was another opportunity here. It was unfortunately ruled offside as well, but he did hit the crossbar. And that long one from the player of the match could have cost Namibia there, as the number 9 there didn't really connect well. That is Seboto. Seboto failing to capitalize on that one. Again, Seboto had really many of the chances here, and unfortunately just not hitting them on target. Look at that, Leshot trying from far as well. It was a good play there. Look at that. The player of the match was actually the one that is giving those assists. And unfortunately, couldn't really put them behind or in the back of the net. And that corner there, the goal that matters. And that was it for Botswana. Taking that one, Tokonyane, Shirley. Look at those celebrations. Look at those celebrations there from the Botswana team. And very happy. And that was the story, another last corner there. But yes, that was the story, as the third place playoff has been confirmed in Botswana, taking the bronze here, winning Namibia by a solitary goal at the Unam Stadium. And that is it for this match, as we are waiting for the second match of the day, where we will have Angola playing against Zambia. But yes, that has been a story for today.